Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Well, torrential rains and lightning storms continue across the viewing area this afternoon. Reports of multiple roads flooded and creeks and tributaries out of their banks across the area and numerous traffic accidents this afternoon. Please use caution traveling, and we will have more from Susie Martin in the Weather Center on what's to come in just a few moments. But first, Berea had a special guest yesterday to help recognize Kentucky's National Farmers Market Appreciation Week. Kentucky Agricultural Commissioner and candidate for governor Ryan Quarles joined others for the kickoff at the Chestnut Street Pavilion. Established in 1973 with the help of former Berea College professor Bill Best, the Berea Farmers Market is the second oldest in the state. Mayor Bruce Fraley said the market is important because it serves both as an engine for economic development, but also a gathering place for citizens. Not only does the Berea Farmers Market provide a vital source of locally grown food for our local economy, but it also builds community. Commissioner Quarles said he's glad his department played a role in helping Berea entrepreneurs and local farmers by partially funding the Chestnut Street Pavilion with a $250,000 grant. The facility also serves as a venue for local concerts and events. Well, Madison County and surrounding areas continue to provide much-needed assistance to eastern Kentucky flood counties. Today, the Madison County delivered a big donation of a 2014 Dodge Charger to the Breathitt County's Sheriff's Department. Breathitt County Sheriff John Holland thanked the Madison County Fiscal Court, Madison County Judge Executive Reagan Taylor, and Madison County Sheriff Mike Coyle for the generous and much-needed cruiser. Pictured is Mr. Scott Shepard with Sheriff Holland making that delivery today. Well, for many people who grew up in Richmond, they attended Madison Central High School. Although before 1989, Madison High School, where the Madison Middle School is now, was another option for high school. A Richmond man is helping to bring back people to the area who attended Madison High for a reunion-type event. With that story, here's Dawson Rule.
Madison Central has long since been the only high school in Richmond, Kentucky. But before Madison Central ran the city, Madison High School was a big name in the area. Residing in what is now Madison Middle, the old Madison High School was around from 1921 to 1989. Through these years, many famous local people from the Richmond area attended Madison High. Some have stuck around and now help out at Madison Central High School, including Vilmar Miller, who now is the minority advisor at Madison Central and chairperson for the upcoming Madison High Night, which he's been wanting to get started for years. After some talking with Central Principal Brendan Fritz, things fell into place and the idea for Madison High Night became a reality.
I'm a Madison High graduate, and so we merged with the county in 1989. I went to Madison Central, and then from that point on, you know, it was almost, I was trying to maybe to get something together long time ago, but just the right things wasn't in place. But since Mr. Fritz, Brandon Fritz, became principal, and then Mr. Gillum, superintendent, it appeared that we have the right elements in place.
The three-night get-together will feature many speakers from the schools, the Richmond mayor, and events like storytelling, class attendee recognition, and a tour of the school, which has seen some changes since the merger into Central.
There's actually is a three-event affair. It's on the 26th, August the 25th, and August the 26th. The 25th, that's a Thursday night, and what we would do there is we're going to have we have a tour, presentation, and we'll have dinner. That's what we have. It starts at 6 o'clock. We'll start off in the auditorium, and we'll have introductions, with everyone who shows up, and then we'll have people that from 1921. That's the whole thing. We think of 1921 to 1989. Now we've talked to people that has graduated there in 1955 that actually coming back. We'll talk, and we've got the principal from Madison Central is going to speak. We've got the principal from Madison Middle is going to speak. We've got the mayor, Robert Blythe, is going to be speaking. And, those are a lot of things that we got that's going on. We'll have a storytelling time that night, and that's going to be something. People want to talk about some of the things. We're going to have to cut people off because we don't have a lot of time. We've got class recognitions, anyone here from 1921, because, no one's going to 21, but it goes all the way up to 1989.
Miller's main goal through this special event is to bring the community closer through all the years of people that have come through this historic city.
Let me say this. This is what this is all about. It's not a Madison High thing. It's not a Madison Central thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's not a Hispanic thing. It's not about that. It's about bringing the community together.
SoulLuxury8.com is a way that others can come see what Madison High Night is all about. And Miller said that nobody will be turned away if they do want to attend.
We want to make sure that everyone feels entitled, that this is where I'm going, and that everyone be treated the same. And after we get through around 8 o'clock, then we'll have dinner, where everyone will go in the cafeteria, and we'll have places probably in the gym, tables set up. Everyone get a chance to talk about some of the old times and be a chance to see one another, because there's going to be people that's going to be at this event that probably have not seen one another for 30 years. Oh, wow. So this is what this is all about. If you want to come, hey, just show up. You won't be turned away.
The Madison High Night event will be 3 full nights of events, including a gathering at the Friday night Madison Central football game on August 26th to be recognized.
We want this to be a Madison County thing. Is what we want this to be, especially with the pandemic. We need this now, and it's a positive thing. We want everyone to come together and have a wonderful time, and and the time to remember, what went on those 2 days.
While Madison High may no longer exist, the history and stories the people who attended have to tell and have left behind will live on in this community forever. For Channel 9 News, I'm Dawson Rule.
Thanks, Dawson. What a great story there. Well, a grand jury in Laurel County will now decide whether or not Joshua Poor will have to stand trial for his alleged role in the wrong-way collision that killed 3 people late last month. Tuesday in Laurel County District Court, Lieutenant Chris Edwards of the County Sheriff's Office testified that the 21-year-old Poor entered Interstate 75 near mile marker 38 heading in the wrong direction, and that he was legally drunk at the time based on results of a breathalyzer test administered at the scene. A request by defense attorneys to lower Poor's $1 million bond was denied at that hearing. Well, a suspect wanted for the theft of a vehicle from a business parking lot, and that was later involved in a hit-and-run crash with an ambulance in London city limits, is still on the run. Video surveillance captured these images of the suspect. If you can help identify the individuals, please call the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. That's 606-864-6600. They remind you that the information received will be kept strictly confidential. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've had lots of rumbles and thunder and lightning around here at the studio. We've got meteorologist Susie Martin in the Weather Center. She's going to let us know what to expect next, right after this.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I would tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Here at Madison HVAC, it is our job to keep you comfortable. We make projects pain-free for homeowners by providing solutions that fix the problem. With upfront pricing and multiple financing plans, no matter what shape your credit is in, there is always a budget-friendly option. Don't forget, we offer free quotes and second opinions. Give Madison HVAC a call at 859-625-1471, and remember, we fix that too.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. We've had some thunder, some lightning, we've had some wind outside the studio here. We've got meteorologist Susie Martin. She's in the Weather Center. She's going to let us know what to expect with this flood watch that we've got going on.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. From the Madison HVAC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. We have been tracking torrential rains and lightning, thunder, all of this, so will come to an end overnight, but we still have flood concerns as a flood watch is in effect through midnight. Now, drier days do lie ahead, though, but in our immediate outlook, we are still concerned with ongoing showers and rumbles as we've had a great deal of moisture pooling into the region. As you can see, all of our counties here in that darker shade of green, indicating that we're all in the same boat here under that flood watch, with storm chances continuing on tonight. Here's our hourly forecast. So periods of heavy rain will be a possibility, but once we head into the day tomorrow, we'll start to see some improvements. And the deal is we do have a drier air mass funneling in here. This is the front that's been slowly tracking through the region. There's a trough of low pressure riding along this. It's had a hard time combating an area of high pressure to the south, so it's been slow. It's had time to really generate a lot of moisture too, pooling into the region, hence why we've had the stage set for these heavier downpours. But drier air is feeding behind this. As you can see here, the thunderstorms that we're continuing to track, these will continue for the next few hours, but we will be expecting much improved weather as the day goes on tomorrow. By midday into the afternoon, really clearing out. We've got this next cold front coming in from the north, but less moisture for it to work with, so shower threats are looking a lot more limited. Again, across the eastern tier of the Commonwealth, we're under that flood watch, and that continues through our midnight hour. We are thinking, in addition to what we've seen, a half an inch to an inch of rain or so throughout the region. And we do expect the rain showers to end early, as you can see here. Here's our hourly forecast for tomorrow. So really the majority of the day will be bright and sunny, high temperatures reaching the 80s across the region. Here's our extended forecast. We've got, again, as promised, drier days ahead, high temperatures in the 70s and 80s, overnight lows down to the 50s. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, the Estill County Library was a recipient of 2 new handmade benches recently. The benches built by Stanley Spradlin and designed and painted by Patricia Bryant Weiner and dedicated in memory of Estill County residents Myra Finey and Sarah Noland, who both loved education and the library. We had a nice picture up there of those benches that were dedicated in Estill County. Well, August 15th makes the first day of classes for EKU students, and students have begun moving in starting today. Students are moving in and will be for the next couple of days on campus. Delays are expected on the Eastern Bypass due to the influx of traffic into the city of Richmond. For this, campus will also be harder to travel through, as parking spaces will begin to fill up for your move-in traffic and students and employee parking for next year. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We have Michael Watkins up with sports right after this.
Floodwaters in eastern Kentucky have destroyed homes and businesses, displaced families, devastated communities, and claimed the lives of our fellow Kentuckians. Radio and television stations across the Commonwealth have united as one voice to help our fellow Kentuckians in need. Please consider supporting the Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund today. Simply go to kba.org and click the Donate Now button. This message of hope is provided by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Get ready for one of the biggest events of the year. Huckleberry Promotions presents the first ever Bourbon Jam Outdoor Music Festival in Richmond at the Richmond Mall Outdoor Venue on Saturday, August 13th. Gates open at 10 a.m. First show kicks off at noon. Support local musicians, local businesses, and honor those first responders who protect the community. Come out and enjoy 10 hours of live entertainment, a car and motorcycle show, cornhole tournament, kids events, food trucks, local vendors, and Kentucky's finest breweries and distilleries. The Bourbon Jam Music Festival brought to you in part by Jim Beam and 100.7 The Coyote.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Well, our sports department has been hard at work over the last week or so, prepping for the start of football season. And today, Michael Watkins has more from EKU Football Day, along with more domination from the Madison Central girls golf team. With sports, here's Michael Watkins.
All week, we've been recapping EKU Football Media Day that took place over the weekend. The Colonels had 18 players named to the Phil Steele 2022 preseason All-A-Sun first, second, and third teams, including the preseason Defensive Player of the Year, linebacker Matthew Jackson. Among the 18 players is offensive lineman Kayron Calvert, a transfer from the University of Tennessee, where he played for Walt Wells during his early career, and he talked about his relationship with the now head man for the Colonels and why he chose EKU after entering the transfer portal.
Relationships. I'm all about nurturing relationships. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm not a mean guy. I mean, I can be mean if I need to. But naturally, I just love relationships, and so my relationship with some of the coaching staff, Coach Wells, he was my coach, my O-line coach in Tennessee my freshman year of college, and we just kind of kept connection, you know, like I would tell him happy birthday, you know, stuff like that, happy Easter, just stuff like that. It was never just he was my coach and that was it. Like, the dude invested in me coming into college, and so it just found its way to make it full circle.
The Madison Central girls golf team has been in Richmond the last couple of days, competing in Arlington in the Model Girls Golf Tournament and again in their own invitational yesterday. After winning both tournaments, the Lady Indians have now won 7 of their first 8 of the year. And the one tourney that they didn't win, they finished in 2nd place. Monday's winning score was 295 for the team, with Elizabeth Eberly finishing in 1st after defeating her teammate Claire Beth Ramsey in a playoff. Yesterday at Gibson Bay, the team shot 298 on their way to the victory, with this time Ramsey finishing on top as the individual and Eberly coming in 3rd place. EKU men's basketball team came back from the Bahamas with 2 victories, but more importantly, came back with 2 full games of experience ahead of the 2022-23 season for a group that includes 9 newcomers. The Colonels knocked off Cairo Contractors 136-105 in their opening game, and EKU staged a come-from-behind win to beat Raw Talent Elite 104-93 in the second game of the trip. In the 2 games combined, Eastern Kentucky averaged 120 points on 43% shooting from the field. The Colonels hit on 77% of their free throws and pulled down an average of 26 boards per game off the offensive glass. EKU held its 2 opponents to 24% shooting from three-point range and out-rebounded both teams by a combined 16 boards. EKU's most exciting 40 minutes in sports style of play forced an average of 32 turnovers per game off 19 steals per game. The Colonels shared the ball to the tune of 43 total assists, averaging 22 per game and 1 assist on every 2 made baskets. If this is any indication about what we can expect this year from the EKU Hoops team, the scoreboard operator at Alumni Coliseum is going to be very busy. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up right here on WBON Channel 9.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Moving over to Georgetown now, as a father and son outing on Sunday turned to tragedy when 39-year-old Joe Wilkerson went over a dam at a Georgetown park. According to Scott County Coroner Mike Sutton, Wilkerson was floating on a raft at the Great Crossing Park when he got too close and went over the dam, where he got carried away by the current. Sutton says Wilkinson's brother and a bystander jumped in to pull him from the undertow. Coroner Sutton says Wilkerson was transported to a nearby hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The cause of death was listed as drowning. A man identified as 35-year-old Dustin Collins Burchett is in jail after he allegedly made a threat of campus shooting at the University of the Cumberlands. Police report the university went into an immediate lockdown as police investigated the call. Burchett was quickly located away from campus and taken into custody. It's a happy ending on that story. Well, we don't see too many vehicles like this one get stolen, but Kentucky State Police say it is currently working to find the person who stole this giant bucket truck. The vehicle was stolen from Corbin Hydraulics in the Gray community of Knox County. Saturday, August the 6th, KSP can confirm a male individual was operating the vehicle and stole gas from a speedway in Winchester, Kentucky the next day on August the 7th, 2022 at about 11:45 a.m. Here's a picture of the truck as well as the suspect. Anybody with information on where the vehicle may be located or identification of the individual is urged to contact Post 10 Harlan, and they can be reached at 606-573-3131. That case is under investigation by Trooper Sidney Wagner. Some interesting theft right there. Well, Tuesday, Senators Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell toured the flood-stricken areas of eastern Kentucky. During yesterday's tour, Senator Paul announced he will ask the government to redirect unspent COVID money in Kentucky to aid communities recovering from the disaster. Well, it's time to join the White House Clinic and your local public library for Story Hour. You can go Friday, August the 12th. The Jackson County Library will have Story Hour for kids. That's going to take place at 10 a.m. at the Jackson County Library. If you missed that one, there's going to be one also at the Rock Castle County Library. That's going to be at 1 p.m. And this is a National Health Center Week. Again, that is Story Hour, brought to you by White House Clinics. Speaking of White House Clinics, we've not talked recently about COVID. If you have not gotten a vaccine or if you need a booster shot, now is the time to do that. Those are available at White House Clinics. If you aren't feeling well, they still do have those testing sites available for those who are not feeling well. It looks like community drive-up COVID-19 testing for today is pretty much over, but tomorrow you can go to the Richmond Big Hill Christian Church. That is from 9 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Friday, Richmond Big Hill Christian Church from 9 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Or in Lancaster, if you're over in the Garrett County area, you can stop by the Garrett County Health Department. That's from 1 to 5 p.m. on Fridays. If you need information for COVID-19 vaccines, those again are for anyone over 6 months older, and boosters are available too. You can get your boosters at locations in McKee, Berea Primary Care, Richmond, Irvin, and Mount Vernon, and those are available pretty much any time of the day. If you have questions, you can call 1-855-WHAPPTS, and you can call now for all of those testing and also vaccine needs. With that, we are going to come to the end of another Live at 5. Don't forget, we still do have that flood watch out there for this afternoon and evening. We have had several accidents, and we've heard reports of some flooding, especially here in the Madison County area. Some of the roads are a little bit underwater, so make sure that you are watching that. Have a wonderful afternoon. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.